Interestingly, Tulsi did not attend a key meeting at Camp David where Ratcliffe presented assessments about Iran's nuclear program. That's not the first time she's been iced out. We are learning, too, that as Trump is facing this crisis that he's created, he's not leaning on Pete Hegseth or Tulsi Gabbard. As Trump faces a critical decision about whether to join Israel's military strikes against Iran's nuclear program, perhaps the most momentous of his presidency, neither Gabbard nor Hegseth played starring roles as members of Trump's inner circle of advisors. Now, I know this is real because Pete Hegseth responded like this. The secretary is speaking with the president multiple times a day, each day, and has been with the president in the Situation Room this week. Secretary Hegseth is providing the leadership the Department of Defense and our armed forces need, blah, 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 blah. And because of what Tulsi Gabbard said there, apparently she is on the outs with Donald Trump. Trump berated Gabbard for the video she posted to people briefed on the conversation. He said that her discussion of nuclear annihilation would scare people and that officials should not talk about it. After the video was posted, the president also told Ms. Gabbard that he was disappointed in her and wished she had used better judgment, according to one of the two people briefed on the conversation. He told Ms. Gabbard that he believed she was using her time working for him to set herself up for a higher office. Mr. Trump told Ms. Gabbard that if she wanted to run for president, she should not be in the administration, one of the people briefed on the meeting said. And then one more quote here. Trump said this, which is probably the biggest sign that she's on the outs. He said, Bobby's a star, meaning Robert F. Kennedy Jr., but then he said, Tulsi wants to be a star. In other words, implying that she doesn't have what it takes to work in politics. The truth will come out. It will come out. The important thing is that we stay tuned on independent media sources.
Allies in Israel as well. This is a plan that took months and weeks of positioning and preparation so that we could be ready when the President of the United States called. It took a great deal of precision. It involved misdirection and the highest of operational security. The chairman, for specifics.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Thanks for recognizing all of our folks out there doing our nation's work, and nice to see everybody on this early Sunday morning. Executed Operation Midnight Hammer, a deliberate and precise strike against 3 Iranian nuclear facilities. This was a complex and high-risk mission carried out with exceptional skill and discipline by our joint force. I want to thank every service member, planner, operator that made this mission possible. Their actions reflect the highest standards of the United States Armed Forces.
Do we think Pete Hegseth is drunk? It was past 9. I don't think it needs to be past 9 for Pete Hegseth, but I don't know. All right, I'm going to show you that in a second. Well, I'm going to show you these pictures. Okay, Tulsi. Where is Tulsi? Where's Tulsi? His director of national intelligence. Now, you might recall yesterday I tweeted that there were rumors in Washington that if Donald Trump were to go through with this, she would quit. And it seems to have created a bit of a rift because she's not even in these photos. His director of national intelligence isn't even in these photos. And then I had to say one other thing. He wore a hat. His Make America Great Again hat. He wore his merch when he was bombing another country. How does that make you feel?
You guys, this is a whole mess going on right now in Washington, and Pete is just on the back burner. As you can see, even the written speech they gave to him for the press conference, notice how it was the other general that had to take over to give the actual intel of what actually happened, because Pete has absolutely no experience to be able to hold this magnitude of position. Now, I just want to continue to look at what's going on, including Tulsi Gabbard, because she was the one that stood on 10 toes saying that there were no speculations of nukes being manufactured in Iran. And then she did a backtrack just to keep her job at the last minute. But now, as you see, she's not even in the Situation Room as they were going over these plans. And again, he did mention this. You notice that Trump had on his Make America Great merchandise hat, because he knows that this is going to be a promo, and this is going to ignite his base to want to buy his items. You know, this is just so, you shouldn't even be allowed to do that. If you sold items during your campaign, you should not be able to adorn them, to wear them when you are in office as a president. That to me, it just seems so unethical. But I want to continue to see what you think. Any day now, I'm expecting Hegseth to put in his resignation. He's about to lose his job. You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job, Hegseth.